Hi folks, this is Jazz again, aka Trend Trader for you. I'm just revisiting this the video that I made on 8/7 on Thursday and sent it out that night for the public or for my members to look at. What I basically talked about was my trade setups overview, which you can skip through. And what I really wanted you to see this video before you watch this one that I'm talking about is I talked about few of the stocks in XLU sector, and that is where I thought the money is rotating in or money was coming in. So listen to the from the beginning, and these trade setups are at the end, so you don't have to worry about that. So try to listen to this before you listen to this one, the current video that I'm making, to give you overall a good picture of it. But if you want to just jump right into it, that's fine either. So what I did, if I go into this one, I talked about a few of the stocks in XLU, and I talked about all the sectors, and at the end I talked about XLU, and people who saw that video, they acted on it, and actually had couple or few members that I emailed me back and then say, suggest me something. Okay. So what I did was I talked about five stocks, and I sent this email out to my current members that are in, which my current members are getting the free weekly analysis. They're also getting the free trade ideas where I say, okay, this chart is looking good. Obviously, it's just too much work for me to say, okay, buy here, buy there, sell there, put your stop here, and it's a disadvantage to the people who are paying me to give them exact the trade ideas. Either they follow it or not, but they're putting in that they're giving me basically saying, what, here's the money and give me a great idea, and or what do you just think about this chart, give me the whole analysis of this chart. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go over the five stocks that I sent to the to my to all my members. Okay, so first one is SEG. This is the way it looked that day. Okay, actually this was 7th. This was 8/7/2014 Thursday, and I also sent them this. NU had a green day on Thursday. Then I also sent them EXC, had a nice green day here. Dominion, and this one had a green day. Remember, Thursday was a big sell-off day. Every other sector, and I do go over this. I went over this in the other video. That every sector or every stock was basically a really big down day. Okay, and the utility was the only one that was holding up. In fact, more than holding up, it gave a lot of reversal signs, or it told me that in a way that this is where the money's coming in, or this is where the big guys or the big institutions are hopefully jumping in, and that was a good indication that day. Anyway, so AEP, that one. So back to SCG, the first one. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the this is Thursday. Let's go on Friday. So this what happened on Friday. Price open here, 49.32, went up to 50.20. Really bullish candle, right? So that was the following day. Okay, next one, NU, same thing happened. Open 40 to 60. I mean, almost a buck run. And utility stocks are, I go by their ATR, average true range, and tells me how much they move during the day, or basically whatever the time frame that I want to look at. And the utility stocks, they move small. If you look at these small little candles, right? But this was a huge candle, so this day gave me an indication that okay, this might be the sector to look at. So this was a good big enough move for all the utility stocks. So EXC had a nice move from 31.58 to 30.12, not bad. Dominion was a huge one. 66.18 to 67.85. So that was the fourth one. And the fifth one, AEP, moved from 49.85 to 50.52. Good enough move again. So back to ACG. Okay, so this is what I sent this is what I sent them in email. This is my clients, right? I mean my members, and either they wanted to act on it or not act on it. It was totally up to them, but I made aware that I referred them to, okay, this is a sector you want to look at. Okay, and that same night I got few emails back and saying, you know what, suggest me a couple stocks and here and there out of a few of these stocks that I talk. Actually, I went through a little bit more stocks in the video, but these are the five that I actually sent them out and as an email. So a couple or few people emailed me back and they said, okay, talk about it. There was one member who wanted to know about have me suggest him about three stocks. So this is real, guys. I'm not I didn't make it up. This guy emailed me back and said, okay, I told him three utility sector stocks, complete analysis. So that's what he wanted. So he wrote me back, Jazz, thank you for the quick turnaround on my stock analysis. Has sent orders for NU, D, EXE, and per year entry, stop, and target, and went to work. I am out at first target you gave me for the first two and letting the EXE run as swing to the next target. I have adjusted the stop as per the plan. You have very informative YouTube videos and on-demand chart analysis for 30 bucks a stock. So this is what I charge if somebody wants me to completely analyze the chart. I'll give them a weekly analysis, I'll give them daily analysis, and comparatively, if you go out there, guys, I mean, big institutions or the big brokers, they charge you hundreds of dollars just to say, okay, buy here, we'll take care of it, this is just a one time kind of flat fee for one time chart, and I'll send it back to you. Act on it, not act on it, is totally up to you, but you have something to refer to regardless you are playing in the paper money or simulator, whatever you're doing. So anyway, so $30 per stock turned out to be the money well spent as I made good day trades on them. I would like to learn more about, so he actually saw the sector analysis, the candlestick, the videos that I made, and since actually, well, he gave me a good suggestion. Please suggest to me your service and pricing on the Islam detail. So my goal is not right now to put the cost out there, but eventually I will. I wanted to I want to let people know that what, the calls I make on Twitter, the charts that I send out, they're not just I don't just make it up and say, okay, what, buy it here, or this looks good or this looks bad. I do a lot of technical analysis. I look at a lot of stuff. I look at the big picture of it. I look at the overall market. There are a lot of different kind of clues in the puzzle that go all in together, and if I just miss one of them and trades goes bad, so if I just suggested him buy around here whatever I wanted to, well, whatever email that I sent him, or him or her or that person, that basically what was gonna happen, that he was, if this was a stop out, I gave him a plan for the stop out, okay, and if this turned out to be a stop out, it was gonna be with a very minimal risk. So every single of my trade, either it's a day trade, as you can probably see from my tweets, my stops are very quick. Either I'm out right away, or it goes to the other direction, which is to the profitable trend, right? But I gave him a stop out. But if this was a stop out, that's what it is. I mean, I don't have a magic ball or anything. I wish I did, but I don't. But trading is not gambling. It's more like I would say it's very calculated way of doing chart analysis. And if you're right, good, it'll go your way. But if you're wrong, you'll be proven out fast. You don't want to trade, wiggle in the middle right here. You don't want to take those trades where you're, okay, I'm stuck here. What do I do now? I mean, I don't know where to get out. I don't know where to get in. But in this matter, you know where to get out, and where to get out, or where to get in, right? So anyway, so just wanted to show you this, that I did a follow-up. I called them out before the move happened, and this is my biggest stress, and I want to put it out there that I'm not out there saying, okay, did somebody take profits? Did somebody do this? Did somebody take this? Or I made this much money? No, I'm just gonna say, put the setups out there. It's up to you, but I want to call them ahead of time. Just like I do with my day trades. Other people take it or not take it, it's totally fine. But I want them to see that chart analysis does work. A lot of stuff, a lot of technical or a lot of little pieces go into it, but it eventually it'll work 60, 70, maybe 80% of the time it'll work. And if your stop out is small, and your one winner could wipe out all your small losses, right? If this just keeps flying, and other two of the person stops were, or it was stopped out, this took care of it. This took because his stops were, or his or her stops were really small, right? Anyways, I'm gonna end this right here. Before I do this, I wanted to also show, uh, I'm very neutral. I'm gonna show you my my good testimonials and a bad testimonial, right? But since I'm here, I've actually, I wanted to show you that, what, I did get a bad testimonial. I mean, this was actually, believe it or not, my first bad testimonial, that I got. But here it is, okay? So, so this is regarding the weekly analysis that I sent out yesterday, right? So, which was, as you can say, it was I think I got this email day before yesterday or something. But anyway, so this guy said, "Hi, you said that this area from last week act as support, but the arrow points to June, not last week. Last week's support is all gone. We're much lower. Technical analysis doesn't work for anything other than engagement. Watch some." He told me to watch this service, right? And you'll learn how to be a real trader. It's okay. I didn't take it to the heart, but because if I do, I'll probably, shut this business down and, hide in my room and, cry like a baby, right? But that's just not me. And I take my losses, with open heart, because this is part of business. Trading is a part of business, and if you have a loss, it's okay. At least, I didn't do a whole lot to stress myself out to take that trade. I knew exactly where to get in and where to get out. So anyway, so this was my response to him. I don't want to say I hate you or blah blah blah. So I said, first of all, he didn't quote me right. He didn't quote me right. I spelled it wrong, right? He didn't quote me right. I said it's this area pointed from last week, and whoever got this analysis, you'll know that once you look at this chart, all my members, right? So I said this area from last week, not last week, okay? So anyway, so you probably didn't look at the prior week analysis, which is okay. And by the way, support is meant to be broken, and yes, we break support, we go down when we have a loss, right? If you took the trade, right? I mean, same thing with if you go up and you're shorting or something and you're out, and that's your loss. Anyway, so I said watch my calls posted before the move takes place, which is on Twitter, right? All my calls are there, and a lot of members know it. All posted on Twitter. I am okay as I am. Don't need to be a real trader. Thanks for the compliments and take care, right? So, whatever. I mean, so that was it. Wanted to show you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll be sending out these free weekly analysis and free charts that you can put your mind into it. And if you decide, what, I do want to take one of those trades, or if you want something to analyze, just shoot me an email and say, what, this is what I want, and what is it gonna be. Okay, anyway, so you can check out my website at trendtraderforyou.com, and okay, and this is where you can register for the free analysis and the trade alerts. All right, guys, take care and have a great weekend. I'm off rest today. I'm probably gonna be spending some time with my 2 months and almost 2-year-old girls. Okay, all right, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.